right, guys. So let's wrap this up quickly because there's a lot to cover here.
Yeah.
Okay. Microsoft. Let's
A lot of
start.
stuff.
Yeah, Microsoft launching their new Xbox Slim. What do you guys think of the look? I like how it looks like.
It looks pretty sexy, but it
Yeah.
reminds me too much of the PS4.
It looks like a
It does.
PS4.
It does. Like people have been saying the same thing. It does.
But it's very low in price.
$299.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Wii U.
I was expecting like 500.
Yeah, I think a lot of the next gen systems are gonna
I think
lower
the
in price.
Scorpio is above 400. They didn't mention the price, but I think Scorpio is gonna be a little bit more expensive.
Oh,
yeah, it is. But we have
think
2
so,
years
yeah.
until it launches, so.
Yeah, like whatever. But I really do like it. So the next thing is Gears of War 4. This shit is the goodness.
Yeah, that was the start of the parade of how everything was also going to work for Windows 10. I gotta give it to Microsoft. I think it's great. They say if you buy it on Xbox, then
Or on
you
PC.
or on PC you get both. And I don't see anything wrong with that. So I gotta hand it to Microsoft for that.
Totally proud. Yeah.
The only thing you have to buy it digitally. You can't buy the disc.
Yeah. If you buy this, you can't do that.
But they might eventually include vouchers and stuff to download on PC as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be
And cross-platform. You know, it's not just that you get both. It's cross-platform.
Yep. Technically.
nice. So what do you guys think about the Killer Instinct new character?
I really don't care, man.
Oh boy.
Well-
it's just that no one. Okay, yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. I had been keeping up with footage via Twitch, just because I love Twitch. Were any of you watching on the Twitch player, or were you using different players?
IGN.
Using
Yeah.
IGN? Okay,
Yeah.
well, over on Twitch, we had...
GameSpot, and
Yeah, GameSpot most of the way.
GameSpot. Over on Twitch, we had the audio go nuts and like not even audible, hearing anything from just after the Elite controller show off stuff, all the way through General Ram showing up in Killer Instinct. Heard next to nothing from Forza.
Yeah.
Heard next to nothing from Recore. And the audio came back up to a normal state right before Final Fantasy 15's demo.
Yeah.
So I
Indeed.
just
Well-
wanted to add that.
well, I'm gonna talk now because I realized they just skipped me all the way in most of everything. Really? You just said you're like, do you like the Xbox? And everyone was like, yeah. And then it's like, Kotaru, what do you think about it? No, get the fuck out. Bring it.
Well,
This is a free for all, man.
There's a lot to cover. I mean, there's a lot.
I know there's a lot to
Ubisoft.
cover.
If you want to talk, open your mouth, man.
You could talk for me, man. I missed a lot of it, so it doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying the PlayStation is really good. You got to look the fact that it looks like a PlayStation in a way, but they're trying to make kind of better in a way for players, because for what I heard, the resolution in that one is kind of better from the last one, and since that one's gonna help that's kind of the inspiration for the Scorpio one that's coming. That's what I heard in the middle of the conference, they said, which is kind of interesting fact about
What
that.
is? I don't understand. The graphics are going to be different?
Okay, the graphics are almost close to a 4K. That's what they said.
Okay.
In that, which is a little bit of change in the Xbox. for what everybody knows. And they said that that's going to be like the inspiration for Project Scorpio, which is the 4K one that's coming. Which I find that's a very important fact that people need to look. The other thing is that talking about Gears of War. Gears of War is actually, it's Gears of War. It doesn't give a shit. It's good.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be kind of good. The fact that at the end they put the teaser that's oh my god, what's his name? The guy.
Was that Marcus or was it Dom?
No, I think that's Marcus. I'm pretty sure because he had the scar
Yeah, I thought it
that
was
Marcus has.
People got confused by Dom though.
Yeah. But that's just showing you that he's still alive, but he's old now. So So, and about the Killer Instinct, what the fuck?
It was
What?
just
I
a
don't
freaking
know.
character, like, oh yeah, we
I
had...
just-
That was not worthy of being in an E3.
Yeah,
No.
man, it was totally
I would
unnecessary.
understand if they put Marcus in the roster as
No,
the
it's
new
in a
character,
ramp.
but like the bad guy. Why the guy that it's ugly as fuck? And
Yeah,
he's-
it's not even cool, man.
Yeah. Well, Microsoft is just using Killer Instinct to advertise games that are coming out, I feel like. It's just kind of like, how Nintendo has Bayonetta and for Bayonetta 2, and we also had Corrin from Fire Emblem as DLC in the new Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
It's
like
the
when
same
Halo was
thing.
coming out, like Arbiter is like a version of the Arbiter as a player character in Killer Instinct. I thought I saw something like that. So I thought that was
but he's actually
like advertising.
But he's actually a good character because I used him. I used him once, and he's actually pretty balanced. But I feel like this guy, it's gonna be like those broken characters because everything he does in that trailer, it's kind of broken for me. So he's gonna feel like the type that people online is gonna hate so much.
I see.
But I still think that's stupid. Why now everything? Okay, there's a new game coming to Xbox. Oh, let's put a new guy to fight in. Oh my god.
Yeah, and
It's
what
magic.
I actually see in that character, I mean, I was watching the whole video of that character. I'm like, they don't move realistic. I don't know if it's like the animation is bad or the actual gameplay was bad. I do not know what did happen, but that character moved like a freaking robot. Totally unnatural. I was like, this shit is bad.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
awful. It's
Oh my-
god awful.
Yeah, like you were saying, Zyberpunky, not to host your show, but we do have a ton of stuff to cover, and I think we covered one character in an old game for quite a while.
Yeah.
Indeed. Recore.
I love
It
it.
looks cool.
I love it. I love it.
I want more information about it.
And you guys know that the game is from the creators of Metal Prime, right? Metroid Prime,
Yeah,
Metroid
Yeah.
Prime,
Oh,
they had
they are?
some staff there, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
which I think that is awesome.
And Keiji
That-
Inafune.
I think it's him because they didn't say much about who it was. They just said that it was like the team that did the game. So that's basically almost everything they gave them information about that.
Yeah.
And I love the idea that it's like this ball that she puts in any robot, and that robot just kind of controls itself by the ball, which is kind of cool. All the types of robots that you can use. The spider one's kind of funny. The doggy, which is
The dog
Pretty
seems to
true,
be
though.
the most popular one right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a cute one. It's
Yeah.
always gonna be the popular one.
What about Final Fantasy 15 gameplay?
Oh my god! Don't make me start.
Dude, so this
I
is,
feel that today. in both conference. This has Final Fantasy has been like the spot in a spotlight that they have been throwing and killing people all the time with it because both, which is one like a subject that we gotta touch. The fact that Microsoft and Sony they both put a Final Fantasy thing. They both did it. You know,
Yeah,
they
they
both
did.
put something on Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Each of them a different trailer, but with different things, which are important to look at. But just saying, those are facts, very important facts.
The only thing I was annoyed between the gameplay in Final Fantasy 15 and Microsoft conference is the person that was playing. I don't know if he was bad at it or something.
No,
He was
he knew
getting
how to
killed.
dodge.
He was getting
He,
fucked.
he
He was getting
that's the
fucked up.
most pro. No, that's the most pro player I have ever seen in my life. More pro than the sport players.
Well, anyone can be better than those ones.
Anyway, the Final
He
Fantasy.
missed so many chances to hit the damn thing.
Well, it is like the most different Final Fantasy we've seen so far. So he was probably thinking about the game in like different terms. I don't know, and maybe he
Yeah.
choked in front of a huge audience too.
Okay. Let's be honest. You're playing the game, and how could you concentrate knowing that there's bad guys on one side and there's this big giant titan trying to kill you at the same time?
You're supposed to know. You're supposed to play weeks before you go to the performance
I
and play
know.
that thing.
I know, but Jesus, the fact that because that's another thing they talked about in the guy that's doing the game. I forgot what his name was. He said that now you don't. It's not like the old Final Fantasies that you could just go to a shop and buy the materia for the summoning. Now you gotta fight the summoning, and once you beat the summoning, he will obey you. And I don't know, but that's kind of new in that aspect of the summoning thing,
Well,
which
Final Fantasy
I'm pretty
10
sure
did
that's
it,
what's happening. Yeah,
and so
but-
did 13.
yeah, but not at the scale of this, which is because they say it can happen anytime. You know, it's like since the game is open world,
All right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
it can happen anytime.
Moving on to
It can
the.
even happen. It can even happen when you're level 5.
Indeed. So moving on to the Division Underground. What do you think of that
Dude,
expansion?
What you think? What do you think, Chinja? The expertise in that area.
oh wait, I'm thinking about a different game. I'm sorry. Well,
Dun, dun, dun.
I was thinking about the other game they showed, the one about the narco trafficking one, the Mexican drug
Oh, yeah.
lords.
Ghost Recon's
Oh, yeah.
Wildlands.
Yeah, the Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
That was during
Oh,
Ubisoft.
but that
Yeah, that's a Ubisoft. We can't
That's
go there
Ubisoft.
yet.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
So the Division expansion, it was pretty cool for me. It was interesting. I think it's worth the money for the consumers. It looked pretty cool,
There's
convincing.
more story going on there.
Yeah, exactly.
wait a minute.
They
wait a
keep
minute, wait a
adding new
minute.
things. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean,
We what you think, Otaken? Because you have played the game. I need to know Otaken's perspective. I need to know Shinji's
Shinji's
perspective
perspective.
because they have played it.
Played
They
yeah.
know what's happening in that game.
Well, I already finished the story, and for me, it's like a continuation. It's cool, and I like it.
Okay.
It adds more story to it.
what I like so far, like before the expansion, they've been adding more stuff to the Dark Zone and missions and whatnot. But most of the missions usually are just the same repetitive sort of thing. They're all cookie cutter sort of shapes. So with this expansion, I'm just hoping for more unique missions. And then just more activity in like the Dark Zone, like maybe new underground areas in the Dark Zone and whatnot, because that would be cool.
Okay. Okay.
Nice.
We can go on now.
Indeed.
By the way, there's another expansion, but that's on Ubisoft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's coming. Don't worry about it.
So, the next one was Battlefield 1, which we already covered that. I don't know
So
why
They
the
just
hell.
added an early version.
Pass.
The trailer that we've seen 3 times already. The only thing
Yes.
that's new is that it comes out a week earlier.
Yeah, like
For Xbox.
for Xbox. Wow, a week earlier.
October 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think about the Cortana on Xbox One?
Awesome.
It's just another cheap imitation of, like, you know.
Oh, she does sound like Cortana.
Don't people talk to the Kinect anyway?
Yeah,
No,
but
I
it
do
doesn't
talk
talk like Cortana back
Yeah,
to you.
exactly.
But still, she does the alert shit just like Cortana. You imagine that they send you a message of an invite, she's like, alert, there's a invite.
But I can't talk dirty to her, and she won't respond back dirty.
Oh my god, you're one of those.
She's not smart enough.
He's one of those.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having background music, though, with whatever you're playing.
Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I
Some
love
sexy
that
sax
idea.
music.
Yes.
Every time there's Cortana in the scene, he's like.
And
Oh my
at
God.
the Arena Xbox, yeah, this like Arena tournament,
platform.
yeah, that thing's
That's a good thing because it helps for Smite games. You know, they put it there. They were like, it helps for Smite, which it helps a lot. That if you bring like your couple of friends and you want to make like this mini tournament in Smite, it will work because it will be fun. It works for like disgusting FIFA games. No offense, disgusting FIFA games, and work for other sport games. Disgusting. I mean, sorry. Which, and it helps for Forza and that stuff, which is pretty awesome.
And the next thing, Minecraft. Yay.
That was definitely the low point.
yeah, that was shit.
When they entered
I
to that
love
part,
about
I
it.
accidentally-
crossplay.
okay. When that part of Minecraft appeared, I accidentally put home, so I didn't know what happened.
Basically, they added crossplay on all platforms and VR.
But your voice sounds weird. I can't listen to you right now.
So Amsterdam, what won't you share your opinion?
Minecraft was like, I'm glad you agree with me. It was the low point of the conference. Yeah, cross-platform play is pretty neat. You have the one guy with the Samsung Gear VR. You have the person with the iPad. Then you probably have somebody over on PC. That's neat, but it's definitely the highest point of really poorly forced dialogue and conversation between people. Oh, you just gave me a diamond. Wow. I bet you got an
that
achievement.
was so stupid.
No,
That was like
yeah, that
if
was
they
not
were
fun.
reading it from something.
Oh,
No, they
I will
weren't. They
defend
probably
you from
were.
this.
Yeah.
I will defend you from these stupid aliens.
The girl's name was actually named Minecraft Chick inside of the game. I got a kick out of that for some reason. Watching that was painful. Now, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with cross-platform. I think that's a great high point for Microsoft, but
It's the two idiots who performed it.
I'm not sure what else
What?
I can say.
What I feel about that is just I'm they're doing that. Good for them. I like the fact that they're like trying to make everything connect. I'm pretty sure they're trying to get PlayStation on it because it feels like that. Because they were talking about the cross, and they were like in all consoles.
Yeah.
All consoles.
They will never go
In all-
into mention PlayStation 4, man.
I'm pretty sure they
And-
want to
and
put
nowhere
PlayStation.
they mentioned PlayStation 4, man.
They want to do it. I'm pretty sure they want to do it, but since they were in the Xbox conference, you can't go in the Xbox conference and say we're gonna put it on PlayStation. because then all the fans of Xbox are gonna be looking you with a dead eye.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Some people take
What
that a little bit
about-
too seriously.
Yeah.
What about creating your own controller then?
Oh, that's awesome. I think that's pretty good. It helps in the fact that people will start feeling, unique when they make that controller. They just do whatever not whatever they want, because even so, there's still their limitations. But if you want a super exagerado control, you can always go to Controller Chaos, I think it is. It's their name, which they're awesome doing it. I'm sorry. It sounds like I'm,
You're
Yeah.
sponsoring them.
We're not sponsoring.
Yeah.
We're not sponsoring, but if you guys want to call, my number is. I'm sorry.
So, yeah, there's a lot of indie games, but the Witcher play card game.
I fucking hate that game.
Christian, what you think?
I
Censor.
like Dan was here when that showed up, and I was like, they're like I see CD Projekt Red come out. I'm like, oh sweet, what is it? Witcher 4? Are they coming out with a new expansion? Are they announcing something new? And they're like, we received a lot of like people saying that they love our card game, and then I'm like, no, please don't. So we've made a standalone game of Gwent. It was like, fucking what, mate? You fucking what?
Oh, your British came out.
You were so happy to hear that news. You're so happy.
I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm one of the guys that got lost in that game. Because I
hate that game.
Shut up.
Stupid.
I was like, oh my god, here we go again.
I
I was like, when I started playing The Witcher, I was like, this is stupid. I was like, Christian, this is stupid. But then I got obsessed with it. I needed to beat everybody in the freaking game. I don't know why. So,
No, my thing is,
I
you don't
just
go to freaking E3 to announce your fucking
card
card game. It's like what every developer wants to do now.
it has campaign. It has a campaign.
Sure, whatever it is. You don't go to E3 to
Every
announce
cool
a card
every
game.
RPG game open world now has a card game.
Hashtag Elder Scrolls Legends. Hashtag Gwent.
Hashtag Hearthstone.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh,
Tech- yeah.
Shinja, what about insight from the creators of Limbo?
No, I didn't
Inside
get to see
Dark.
that.
Well, they didn't. You didn't miss a whole lot anyway, Shinja, because there wasn't much to see.
Really?
We saw people that were maybe in a lab, maybe in an office. It's like, oh wow, the people who made Limbo. This looks really good. Inside Dark, June 29th.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
about all we got.
That was it. That is the shittiest, most.
No, I can explain what happens when that
Here
happens.
we go, defending
when that-
again.
You're always defending, man.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, when that happens, it's basically because maybe if they show something, it will be spoiling a lot to the game. Because maybe the game is not that long.
Maybe the game is not that long.
Now, Flash.
Which is
Fla-
shit. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Flashing through the indie games that they did show, I want to highlight 3 of them, particularly to everyone that I know
Go.
are amazing games or will be super amazing games, and they won't be just coming out on. Some of these aren't just exclusive to Microsoft either. Like some of these are going to be multi-platform. You have Yooka-Laylee. Super excited to that. It's the team
Yeah.
from Rareware that made Banjo-Kazooie. They
Banjo-Kazooie.
they
Yeah.
brought back, and it's a spiritual successor. Yooka-Laylee. You have Bloodstained. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting Castlevania's director. It's like Ika or something like that. But that's the guy behind Castlevania's, like with Symphony of the Night, and he's part of the reason why those games took that amazing turn. Go watch Karibukai play Symphony of the Night over on our gameplay channel, and probably
Shameless
most
plug.
importantly, Stardew Valley is coming to consoles. That is an amazing game.
I will actually buy
Amazing
that
game.
since it's coming in.
Yeah, and it's coming
consoles.
to consoles. I'm going to be buying it again. Amazing game. So I want to particularly highlight those three to everybody listening
I'm
today.
impressed. I'm impressed how he just talked about those games, but at the same time, he just used the opportunity to talk about the channel.
Exactly.
Shameless plug.
I couldn't even catch
He's
those games.
such a pro.
They flash drop.
Yeah,
so
they
fast.
flash very
Yeah,
fast.
they flash by very fast, but the thing is I love those three particularly, and I saw them, so I just had to bring it up.
Awesome. All right, guys. What about Tekken 7?
Oh yeah.
So, holy crap, guys. Holy crap. I
So-
want to see if anybody was in the same boat as me on this.
Yeah, when Dan and I saw it, we were both like, we see Akuma, and we're like, oh man,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Tekken
gonna
cross
cross
Street
over.
Fighter.
Finally, Tekken Cross Street Fighter. Finally.
And then we're just like, oh, it's just
It's
Tekken
just
7.
Tekken 7.
Which
Wait a
is
minute.
still pretty awesome, but
It's still good.
I have
But-
this feeling. I have this feeling that this could be two things that happen. One, that was a troll to make us feel like shit because of that. About that,
well, there's no doubt
Because the guy
Akuma's
was-
gonna be in the
guy-
game.
The
Yeah.
guy was even in the kimono, and I could feel his mind inside his mind. He was like, ha, 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 "You stupid idiots!" Thought about it.
Dude, that guy was pretty
was-
cool, though.
Yeah, it's cool. And this guy, but it felt I fought that because he was like so serious while he was talking it. And I was like, I could imagine his mind. He was like, "You stupid idiots, you fall for it."
That guy had his sunglasses on indoors, so you know he's like for real, dude. He's for
Awesome.
serious. He's super cool.
Yeah, but that could be two things. One, it could be that he troll us so bad. Two, maybe he's trying to make us like a little teaser about the game, because it showed like how they would look. It showed how they would be. Heihachi didn't have the EX great, but Akuma had it. It's like a big difference. Which it was like one of the things that people talked about a lot. About if they wanted that game to happen, they wanted it to have like Street Fighters like their own mechanics, and Tekken had their own mechanics. Which if it's true, that's pretty cool in a way. But I don't know. Maybe Akuma's like an extra character to tease the game. They're gonna put in Tekken 7.
It's just a guest character, just like in Killer Instinct mixed with Gears of War character.
Yeah, but that could be like like a teaser. They're just putting it there in the game like a teaser to tell you it's coming. Don't worry about it. We know we're gonna make it, but for now, have fun.
All right.
Yeah. Man, it looked fantastic though, didn't it?
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Can you guys explain the game We Happy Few? Because I didn't understand it at all.
I can explain that. Okay, it's easy to notice in a way, because the plot is basically your coworker, which is Henry, I think it was his name. You were like the best pals, but out of nowhere he disappeared. You don't know what happened. You don't know nothing. But there's like this drug called Yoi. Every time you take it, you're like happy, and everything is awesome.
Yeah, everyone has to take it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in that side of the town. But if you don't take it, you become a downer, which is basically like a criminal in their society. It's stupid because they just drink those things just to feel happy and forget about everything that has happened wrong in their lives. When basically something wrong happening because they're drugging everybody.
But what type of game is it?
It's psychological thriller, kind of suspense. Think of it like kind of like a Bioshock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like a little bit more kind of like jump scares here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when that piñata exploded.
Yeah.
The dead rat.
Oh man, that legitimately shocked me. Like I was completely like off my guard when that happened. Like
Yeah.
I don't just jump like that, but I jumped at that. I was like, "Whoa, what the crap?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
And so
motherfuckers.
that shows the drug doesn't only make you happy. it's like crazy happy, like very bizarre. So yeah.
And you don't notice what's really happening because you're in that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see more of this game. Like I know after watching that, I really want to play more of the game.
I want to
more
see
of
that
it.
in Karibukai I swear to God, I want to see you guys playing that.
That would make for a good
But
game for the
I
channel.
want Dan in the controls. I want Officer Dan in the controls. I want to see him scream.
He'd scream
the
even if he
option.
wasn't.
You,
on the
you
controls.
live stream it with a camera so we can see him.
I'm not ready for face cam yet, but I do agree with the point that I should play a little more often.
Yeah.
All right. Dead Rising 4.
Frank is back.
Yes.
Frank, yeah, I'm with him. Frank is back. My God.
Yeah.
And I expected that, but now it has the combo weapons, which is 10 times better because
Oh
the first
my
one didn't
gosh.
have that shit.
I was so glad to see its sense of humor come back with Frank too, because Dead Rising 3 was so serious. Like even its marketing was like so overly serious. But here
Yeah.
we are back again with Frank West, who's covered wars, wearing a dinosaur head that
Christmas.
breathes fire during Christmas. Oh, it was wonderful.
I was like, it's Jurassic
I
Park.
just-
Uh,
I just love the fact that he's like having like his Twitter account or an Instagram account, taking photos of everything he kills. It's like that's funny as fuck. Just looking at that, because I played the first one, I played the second one. I didn't play the third because the marketing killed me. I didn't want to play it. People say it was cool, but it was still like serious. There was no sense of humor like it's supposed to be.
it was marketed very serious. I never saw gameplay.
Yeah, well, I saw gameplay. The gameplay was like it was just like crazy. Like you could literally make like weapons out of anything. Combine anything with anything.
Yeah.
There's exploding walking teddy bears or something like that. I can't remember.
So do you feel like it still had like that humorous charm that the other games have had from the gameplay that you saw? Just because I didn't get that vibe from what little I saw.
On 4?
Yeah, on 3.
Oh, on 3. 3. It like what I liked about the first one. What the first one had was all the different clothing and stuff you could put on,
Yes.
and then it would integrate that into the cutscenes. I didn't see a lot of that on 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't think it was as humorous. It was a different kind of humor. It's
Yeah.
more in the killing where you would find the humor.
I
in
feel like
3.
myself and a lot of other fans just didn't feel like... Yeah, I think you guys get what I'm trying to say about 3.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Frank had his magic, and his magic was fun. It was like anything they talk about. We're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. I have a photograph of covered war. Yeah. Like, I mean, you're like, what does that have to do with the fact that we're surrounded by zombies? And then the fact that you could throw pictures in the middle of the killing zombies, that was fun. So I'm pretty sure that's coming back. Because the fact that he's, throwing pictures while he's doing the shit he's doing, well,
Yeah.
I believe it's coming back. So that's pretty cool to see that there's an old mechanic coming back in the game with the new things,
Oh yeah.
which is good.
All right. So, Scalebound.
That game looks awesome.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
shit. That looks amazing.
That was the shit.
That's the game that I'm going to play with people. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
to play.
It was
has to
basically Devil May Cry, but
That's the
but mixed with
exact-
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude.
You get it.
Exactly what I just. This looks
That
like
guy was too
DMC.
cool for school, man.
I just love the fact that in the middle of the fight, it was like they're fighting, and there's like no music at all. It's just shooting and everything. And then he's like, I'm going serious now. And he puts the headphones, and then the music starts playing, and then it's different. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's just a different vibe though.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about the trailer or the game or what they showed was the voice acting. Like,
Yeah, it's
was
the
pretty bad.
English, man. It's just. Ugh.
Well, I don't
I-
know if it would have been a different Japanese, but the voice actor they chose was not good.
Yeah.
No, it's not the voice actor that much. It's more the fact that in all the freaking video, he was like commanding. Do this, do that, do that, and it's like for the character, the character that he is, that he looks like a free will guy.
Well,
Yeah, he
what
doesn't
bothered
give a shit.
me was that he was trying too hard to be cool. He was like, "All right, let's do this." It's like another Sonic.
I'm so cool.
Dude, when it comes to like
Time to get
an
serious.
over the top action game like that, I find that that kind of charm actually really entertaining. Like sometimes there is really bad acting and it's just bad and I can't stand it, but sometimes there's bad acting that's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
This one was bad acting and not good.
I mean, Zyberpunky, maybe you might agree with me on this because you played through Shenmue, but some of those people walking around town, their English is like so bad that it's
really
like
bad.
really good. And see, that's the kind of stuff I love in situations like that, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So just wrapping it up.
Oh, and giant enemy crab.
Yeah.
State of Decay 2.
Well, you jumped.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that. When they talked about State of Decay, I didn't expect it. Yeah, because they did the remaster and they did all this stuff, which I feel stupid in a way because they did master, which means I should get like the idea that's coming, but it's like we never feel it. And the fact that the way the trailer was shown, I thought it was like a new IP. I didn't thought it was State of Decay. Didn't thought about it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else?
What we missed?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
It's
we didn't
kinda
see a
cool.
lot of that. It's interesting to see something from Rare.
That was my favorite game of the whole conference.
Okay,
Really?
dude, it's
Sea
a
of
game
Thieves
that you
was?
gotta play with your friends.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a pirate game.
I see
Yeah,
myself
I
playing
know.
that for a lot of hours.
We should play it. We all are like the servants, and Officer Dan is the captain. Obligado. Yeah. Got it.
If you want to play a pirate game, go buy One Piece.
Oh man.
There we go.
It's a different
Here we
game.
go. Here we go.
Anyways, Halo Wars 2. What do you guys think of that?
Well, hold on
Shit.
a second.
Love
There's
it.
something I feel that's worthy of bringing up in the presentation of things. I actually kind of appreciated the way that Sea of Thieves was brought up. It was basically an edited Let's Play shown to millions of people.
Yeah.
And I liked how it was shown to everybody in that
the
regard.
most
I
genuine
actually
one.
appreciate that.
It's the most genuine reaction you'll get out
Yeah.
of all of the things that we saw.
Were
that
those
day.
people really great some of the time? I don't know, but I liked how it was. I was watching another YouTuber about that, and I just really agreed with his opinion on that, and just wanted to bring that up as well because I felt the same way.
Oh, it was fun. I think that's the most since it's the way you gotta think. It's Rare, the company Rare. They just like to do things that people don't expect. So they did that game, which people didn't expect, and they just give that presentation with nobody expected it would be like a Let's Play, because that's basically what it is, a Let's Play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that was pro Jared. I got that from. I just really agree with a lot of that. So yeah.
All right. Halo Wars 2.
I like it because I really love the first one.
I don't like it. I've
But-
never cared for war simulators.
Did
and
people
things.
want it? Were there people that wanted that?
I don't think
I don't-
they wanted that one.
They wanted it.
I
They
don't
wanted it
know.
'cause
I feel like the
think-
amount of people that wanted it weren't that many.
I didn't like it.
I
Dude,
feel like
okay.
the servers didn't even last that long for it when it was
Yeah.
live.
I know because okay, it's a war simulator, which it's like Shinja said that he doesn't give a shit because he's he's not the type to play that. It's like there's not a lot of people who like to play war simulators.
No.
I do like it because I used to play StarCraft in the time, So I like it. That's like, so, and I played the first one and it was good because the story was kind of good. So I was like, okay, let's just do it. And it's a new type of bad guy, so I'm like, cool. What I didn't like was the CEI trailer. It was like,
Yeah.
it was like so exaggerated for what actually Halo Wars is.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at these mini things, like,
Well,
and
that's
they
the
bring
only way. That's the only way they're gonna get people excited about it. Like people that don't usually play it.
Oh man, how cool that trailer is! And when they buy the game, like,
Dude, that's
Shit.
why I almost
Well, I'm
bought
trying-
the first Halo Wars because I thought it was like FPS or something, and then I look at actual gameplay and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like I'm not even in the action. I'm just commanding stuff. I'm like,
Commanding them. Yeah,
Any-
but what I didn't like of the CEI trailer is the fact that they're all killing each other, and you see the two commanders just walking in the middle of all that. And it's like explosions over here, explosions over there, and they're just walking like so normally. It's like they don't give a damn what's happening around. It's like you're killing your people. You don't give a shit.
yeah. All right, so moving on to Project Scorpio, the new 4K for the Xbox One. What do you guys think of the hardware?
They haven't shown it that much.
Yeah, but
They
they
just showed the
showed
interior.
Yeah.
They just what they most emphasized was the chip
Yeah, what's the
of the
chip
4K,
of the 4K?
which is the 4K.
Literally,
4K.
the chip had 4K written on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? It felt like this. It felt like this. It has 4K. It has 4K. It felt like that.
Well, final
Hey.
verdict then. Let's
Before
go.
that, was any of you guys annoyed by the point every 5 seconds it says
Xbox
it's
One.
an Xbox One and
Exclusive.
Windows 10
Exclusive.
Every time.
when most of them
Exclusive.
probably aren't.
Alright, yeah.
They emphasize on that, and you see Sony's, they never said
Yeah, it never said exclusive. Anyways, your final
They
verdict.
didn't say it because everybody knows which ones they are. So
Yeah. So, guys, final verdict. Fast, precise, on the point.
Microsoft had a very vast variety of games this E3. They're definitely trying to pay more attention to the gamer, but they just need to like figure some of their shit out as into like what exactly the gamer wants. They're trying to listen, but they're not doing such a great job always. But I liked a lot of the stuff they revealed, so I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Alright. Above average. Officer Dan.
Yeah, so Project Scorpio's Holiday 2017. So we had Xbox One S at the very beginning, and then Project Scorpio 2017. Who wants to buy an Xbox One S after hearing that?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? This is Microsoft didn't do bad. I feel like they didn't do bad. Like it's definitely the best year that they've had in a while.
Yeah.
And
In a while,
yeah, there's stuff I like there. You know, Scalebound, Dead Rising 4,
Yep.
particularly. Yeah,
Alright.
and all the cross-platform stuff. That's good.
Ah, yes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So you will give it a.
Whatever score you feel like giving me, because I'm not getting it.
That would be like a 7.
7 or 8.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Take my words and put them through Google Translate, and if that's the number it gives you, then I guess that's what it gives you. It's not what I'm giving you, but take it as you will.
Otaken.
I liked a few what they did, especially the crossplay. Since I don't own an Xbox One, but I do have PC, and every of the games I wanted to play, they're coming for the PC too. So I like that about it.
Yes.
So I will give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Alright. Just like changes. Alright, Kotaru.
well, Well, I think I'm like with Officer Dan in this one. It's like they actually have done better this year than
Mm-hmm.
last year. Because last year was like the only good thing they did in the last year was that they were having the backwards compatibility.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, which is was great for that announcement. But now they have tried to, help the fans in what they wanted. Everybody wanted a Dead Rising, and take your Dead Rising right now with Frank. It's like take it how you wanted it, and it's like State of Decay. A lot of people loves it. I love it because it's really cool. It's a very survival one, especially if you play a co-op. It's hard when you play a co-op because you guys. It's like when you respawn. We can respawn different areas, and it's kind of hard to find each other, depending on the character you have, because it's like, and each character has like their own ability, which makes it kind of harder. And it's a game that everybody loved, and it's back. And there's like their Scalebound was awesome. So I don't know, I could give it a good conference. That's what I'm giving it.
All right.
Good conference out of 10.
Seems fair. Good conference out of 10. All right.
Yes.
So my final verdict will be, I really enjoyed a lot of stuff there. I know there were a lot of stuff unnecessary. So, I know I'm going to be more familiar with the Xbox community. So I will give it 8.5 out of 10. They really kicked it this time. Phil Spencer did what he wanted to do for years. So moving
I'm glad
on.
Phil Spencer's actually taking charge.
Yeah. He's the savior of Microsoft, so basically. So Ubisoft.
Oh shit! They started horribly.
Oh my gosh, I
I
couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. It was the worst start to a conference I've ever seen in all V3.
Man, Just Dance, like people dancing like crazy with weird costumes.
I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
To my beloved
conference?
queen. To my beloved queen, that was like so sacrilegious.
And the host, my goodness, those high red heels.
Aisha Taylor, yes.
No one likes her, and yet she's back
Oh
again.
Oh my god, alright, let's just jump into the Ghost Recon Wildlands. Woo! Alright, okay,
Man,
before
oh
you
man.
guys
Hell
start,
yeah.
before you guys start, I have a problem with that, not the game, but the actual people who were actually playing
Yes.
it. And you
Yes.
might know where I'm going, because I totally hate scripted gameplays, because we do not play that way. Who is home
No.
like, oh yeah, hop in the chopper. Oh, okay, I'll take her down. Like, what the fuck?
What is that?
The dude,
Okay,
like,
I'm
he's
in
fucking,
position.
like, whispering.
Wait
He's
a
like,
minute, wait a minute, wait a minute,
he's
wait a
like,
minute.
I
Wait a minute.
see one. I'm going for the kill. And then, like, I'm like, who are you whispering to? They can't hear you in the game.
No, come on.
I'm out of
Let's-
Doritos!
Did you guys saw? Okay, there's a video that has been circulating a lot in the net. The one that there's this guy playing the Division, and he's like tangle down, and he's like so in the game.
If you
Stone
didn't
Mountain.
know, that's Stone Mountain, the leader of Battlefield yesterday, the one, the
Oh,
team.
That guy?
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I love him. Oh my god, I love him.
The video I
Well-
sent you guys to watch is his channel.
Yeah, like,
I should-
Yeah,
he does a lot
I know
of
it is.
stuff like that.
But yeah, that's
So-
what drove me off. But overall, the game looks great.
Yes.
It looks
gameplay-
amazing.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
it.
I just have one question. Is our characters customizable?
No, I
Yes.
don't think so.
No.
It
Because
looks like
it's-
you
it-
pick
it's-
like. It looks like you pick like a class or something, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's
you
it.
might be able to customize like what they look like, but it's probably not going to be it's probably gonna be just like the Division customization, very minimal.
All right.
It's
Well,
a-
if we all get
it's
the
on
chance to
purpose.
play Ghost Recon Wildlands, dibs on Beard Motorcycle, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That dude.
But those players are obnoxious. Like, oh, nobody likes that.
Like I was like, what the fuck? Like no one, like he was like, okay, you got a good sniping position? Yeah, okay, you stay there. I'm gonna go in with this guy. Okay, cover me. Oh man, I've been spotted. Oh no, it's like no one plays like that.
No.
Everyone would literally just run in there, start shooting everyone, not care about cover at all. And
Hey,
then,
come on! If we had the chance to do it, quietly, we'd do it.
no one's ever gonna do it like that.
I wouldn't
It's-
do it like that, man.
I would. I have done it.
I
in
would
my
go
rest
all
of my life.
Rambo and shit. And
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Ghost
same here.
I finished-
Recon.
Ghost
Kotaru,
Recon-
would you please? Okay,
Sorry.
let's go on with South Park because this is my favorite part of
Fracture-
Ubisoft.
Dude, that was my
Hilarious.
favorite game of the whole
Hilarious.
convention.
This was funny as hell, and I think Ubisoft is the only press conference that is rated R.
Dude, I like the trailer they did. Like at first, you're like, "Oh my god, is this the Division 2? Is this like an expansion or whatever?" And then you see the raccoon South Park face, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's like troll. La, la, la.
So, yes.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it's totally hilarious.
I love the stuff they did. Like you now can move. You can move like in different areas now.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like all the time in the same spot. You can actually move for cover, which I like that. I thought it was good in that game. But we all know the reason we're gonna play it. It's because it's funny as shit.
Yeah,
I love
That's the only.
I love the deal they did. The deal that you pre-order it and you get the stick of truth for PlayStation 4 and
Now
Xbox One.
that's the way.
you get it for PC. You
Well-
you buy
Yep.
Whole But Fractured on any system, and you get the PC version for free.
It wasn't just a digital
they said-
version for anything.
They said that it was
Maybe.
even the PlayStation 4 too,
I
and
thought
the
it was a
Xbox
digital
One.
copy of anything.
Maybe,
But
I don't know.
regardless of how that worked out, since that was just a quick minor detail, gentlemen, that's the way it should be done. If like they want pre-ordering is stupid for the most part, but
Yeah.
if you're wanting people to pre-order, don't just say extra mission this or little costume that. These people are giving you an entire game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
that's
Yeah.
amazing. I love
Which is
the
a good
South Park
game.
creators.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's worth.
it's a critically acclaimed game. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to Ubisoft VR Star Trek.
That was terrible.
You thought it was terrible?
Like the graphics and the animation
The graphics was bad.
was-
The
and
graphics
the
are
acting
bad.
of the people were bad.
it looked
No,
like
the
something
acting was
from 5
great.
years ago.
The acting was great. I thought they actually believed it was amazing. Like the acting was amazing. The problem.
They
You know
are
what? I'm gonna
professional
say
actors.
something. I'm gonna say something. Okay, they believe it was awesome because I'm pretty sure they didn't want them to see anything that was from PlayStation VR. They were like, "Don't see anything from this. Just play this game. It's awesome. You're gonna love it." And they're like, "Oh well, it's kind of shitty, but yeah, it's
VR
good."
graphics looks
Good.
better than that Star Trek game, man. That Star Trek game looked
know.
like a PlayStation 2 game.
It looked like
I know.
Nintendo 64 game. It was
But
like
I was
it
like,
was very jaggedy. Like there was like no. It was like 2 frames of animation.
No
it was
texture,
like hand up
exactly.
here, hand down,
I was
hand
getting-
up,
I was-
hand down.
Okay. You know something? I was like, when I started seeing it, they were showing like the spaceship, and the spaceship didn't look that bad. I'm pretty sure it was because it was like in space area in the space, so I think the lighting made it look a little bit cool. So I was like, oh my god! And I was like, I even sent Zyberpunky a message. He was like, oh, Star Trek in VR. I was like so happy, and then I start seeing, how it looked.
The
then
inside
I was
of
like-
the
It was
spaceship.
shit, man. It was.
I liked
shit.
it.
The re-
I liked it. I liked it, you guys. I liked it.
I like the concept, but the fucking graphics and animation were terrible.
I'm really forgiving. I'm really forgiving of graphics when it comes to VR.
But
I know.
dude, this is a like I would forgive the graphics if the animation was at least good, cause like you want to be feeling like you're actually in the Enterprise, like you're commanding it, like you're important, and then like you're moving around and it's like your arms are sliding everywhere like a surgeon simulator.
But no, they give this
that
piece of shit. I know Officer Stan's point.
It's Star Trek. That's
It
in
is. It
Star
is.
Trek doesn't get good game representation, and I feel like this has a lot of potential.
It does. Well,
It does.
I
If they
want to
fix-
see improvements.
Yes, and you see other VR with better, improvement in graphics. I mean, this is what you actually see. The best performance of a VR is to look good. That's
Do you want to know what I felt when I saw it? It felt like it was like hecho ahora.
yeah, like made like
Yeah.
now like pretty
That last
like,
second.
like raw, like raw. It felt
Yeah.
raw, man.
Yeah, it felt like a college student's final project sort of thing.
Wait a minute.
More like
My college
school.
projects were good.
Anyways, moving on to For Honor.
That was the best
Dude.
game last year at E3. That was my favorite game, hands down. E3 last year, and I couldn't be happier to see more of it this year.
I was pleasantly surprised
They
to
were
see
smart.
it had campaign mode now.
Yeah, that's what I keep saying, that they were smart in that part, because they were like, we showed you the multiplayer. It made people thought, oh, this game is just a multiplayer. So, well, we'll play it just to play with our friends. But now they just like it has a campaign, and it's a kind of cool campaign because you realize that they're having like this war, but it's a war caused by somebody. Because they were like in the trailer, they were like about to make like peace between them, but then out of nowhere, these shadow guys or whatever their name were, they just throw an arrow to the Viking guy. Yeah, the dumb one. Because the dumb one, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, you fucking traitors, and it makes you realize that the game is just not randomized. It's like it has something. It has,
It's
like-
difficult. It's difficult.
yeah.
Yes, it's difficult things. The fighting mechanics.
I feel
are
bad
very-
that the samurai died. In
Oh yeah,
like,
we're most Japanese, fan.
He died with honor.
Yeah, he died with honor.
I don't know, because he's smacking real good with that axe. I don't see the honor in that.
Anyway,
I loved it, and we got a release date, guys. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
How awesome is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
anyone wants to give that to me for my birthday, feel free.
Yeah, there's that too, Shinja.
Okay, I'll give it to you, Shinja, and I'll be like, Shinja, for all this good times as a great friend.
Probably Dan is
I'll
gonna
give
give
you-
it to you.
I'll give you a
Probably
hand
that-
job.
Heart.
Dan is gonna give it to you.
anyways,
Dan is gonna
Beautiful.
pay it first.
anyways, Trials of the Blood.
No, don't skip
Dragons.
that shit, man. Skip that.
All right,
bullshit.
let's skip that shit. Let's go to Assassin's Creed movie. That's another thing that we already knew about.
It's not even a game. Why are we
You
skipping?
know, freaking-
Because it's Ubisoft. It's somewhat
We're
relevant.
skipping Trials of Blood Dragon and talking about the movie and Assassin's Creed movie. This is the
no,
year.
man,
By the
I
way, guys, this is the year that we were supposed to skip Assassin's Creed. They kept saying ahead of time, we're skipping Assassin's Creed this year, and then Aisha Taylor's like, it would be Ubisoft if we didn't have Assassin's Creed. So let's talk about the movie, which isn't even a game. A game conference.
Yep.
No. I thought it was funny because Cyberpunky was like, just before that part, he was like, look, the bright side, there's no Assassin's Creed. And I'm like, let's see. I have a feeling. And then she comes out of nowhere. Well, this is Assassin's Creed without Assassin's. This is not an E3 from Ubisoft if we don't have Assassin's Creed. And I was in my mind, Oh, Cyberpunk, I could feel your suffering right now.
I was like, why is this producer here? Why is he wearing those stupid high heels?
They didn't match with their
Wait a minute, wait a
clothes.
minute.
This is freaking.
Had anybody noticed how funny the Ubisoft CEO talks?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I was trying to imitate him, but I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it.
And he was like trying so hard to make it look like he was not looking at script, but he was so
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways.
Wow.
Watch Dogs
Watch
2.
Dogs. And the movie,
I loved
in which they
I
show
loved how
nothing
it
about.
came. I loved how it came.
At
in.
least the
Watch
protagonist is black.
This is
all
what
that
it's
matters.
for.
Now you're gonna buy the game. Now you're gonna buy the game because it's black. The guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me, my friend.
He's not Dominican, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, it hurts, right? It hurts.
Well, for me,
Like-
Watch Dogs was okay. Kind of.
What do you think about? What do you feel about the gameplay? It was. I think it was good.
Yeah, I think it was really good.
Yeah.
But that was in the first one that when they like tried to give us that type of hacking thing. And
No,
when
but
we-
it looks like in this game, they're like trying. They listen a little bit to fans because the fans were like, why can't I hack this? Why can I not hack this? Because it's electronic.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
stuff
what's
like
the
that.
obvious?
And they're like, okay, fine, we're gonna help you in this. And they're like, they try to make now you can control the cars. I'm like, what? You can do that?
There was something I hated about it. It
my-
looked, it was so much like the first game.
Yeah.
I didn't see that much of a change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The black guy.
Black guy.
Except the black guy and some
What-
things
what-
they could have
what-
done in a patch for the first game.
Is it me? Or am I the only person who liked the character Wench?
Oh, I loved that character. That I was gonna say it
Yeah.
if no one else was going to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
it
liked
was
him.
fun. At the
Yeah.
end of the trailer, he's like, and you're gonna do more things than that, and you see his visor that goes with a wink, and I'm like, oh, that was so cool.
Yeah, I
guy-
actually
fun.
like the characters in this game. They already interest me more than the last game, personally. And the collector's edition, you get a little remote control robot named Wrench Jr.
Aw, isn't that adorable?
Yeah, in real life.
And you can use it to annoy your co-workers, so I'm pretty sure Officer Ant's gonna buy it, and he's gonna be all the time using that thing to bother Chinja. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. It might just end up playing with the cats.
Yeah, that my cat chasing around.
All right. So Steep.
I could give it a chance.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
I have no
I'm
idea
gonna
what
give it a
is.
chance too.
Yeah, I think
'Cause
that's kind of a game. That's a game.
I'll
That's,
give the demo a chance.
that's a game that I wouldn't expect. That sort of game I wouldn't expect to end a conference on that. I mean, it's like kind of
Yeah.
a sports title, but you know what? I actually kind of like, action snowboard type games like that, and it's open world and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I also really enjoy games like Pilot Wings, where you have different flying challenges, and the different parachuting challenges in Grand Theft Auto 5. So there was like a mix of that as well. And holy crap, you guys! Like all the characters getting horribly injured in that, wasn't that like hysterical?
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm giving it a chance.
Yeah, to be
I
able
love
to
the
make
part when
videos of
the
just
guy
that.
hits with the bell. That part,
Yes!
it goes,
Oh my gosh, it was so
"Dong."
funny. Twitch chat was going nuts. Going nuts.
All right.
Yeah.
So final verdict for this press conference.
Wait a minute. You didn't talk about the IC trailer they shot about survival.
All right, the Division
Survival.
expansion survival.
Oh
trailer.
yeah, and the actual costumes from other Tom Clancy's.
Yep. That was actually
Yeah.
pretty cool that
That-
you got 3
Yeah.
costumes. Or
Yeah,
yeah,
like
you
the
can.
Splinter Cell and Ghost Recon. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I kind of like the vibe that had survival, because it feels like the
Survival.
map that I feel, and I heard rumors about that expansion, and I heard that people are saying like that they think that the idea of it's that the Dark Zone, all the map is gonna become Dark Zone, which I think it's pretty cool. It's like it got out of control. They couldn't contain it anymore, and they just became like this wildlands. And
Yeah.
if that actually happens in the game, that the whole game becomes a dark zone, I would be like, jeez.
Yeah,
Every player
it's pretty
killing each
awesome.
other.
I would like to be able to turn off the option to like run into other players because I can't like imagine just walking around and then all of a sudden like I get shot by some other dude that's online just because he was looking for
He's a
some extra
douchebag.
loot to sell.
Yeah. And it's like I feel that is kind of it's the vibe they're really gonna do. It's gonna make Division more interesting than what it is. Because right now it's like, yeah, it's a cover shoot, which is not a cover shoot because people just don't obey the fact that it's a cover shoot. And and it's like a cool game, but the story was like not given right, which is the reason why a lot of people are like not liking it that much right now. But still, it's a great game to play with your friends. The fact that you can go to the dark zone and everybody's like, let's try not to become rogues at the middle of
Hmm.
it.
Yeah.
It's like I think that's still a great option. The fact that they put now the hijack thing that you can take out the, the thing, the extraction, which is stupid if you do it because they say it takes like so much damn time that people can kill you at the moment when you're doing it. Which I don't know. It's just I like Division and I want it to work. That's all. That's my thing. I want it to work. It's like Destiny. I want Destiny to work.
There was no Destiny this year. So, final verdict, guys, for Ubisoft.
If it didn't have the lady with the red high heels and the fake acting, I'd give it an 8. But I give it
And the little
a
dance.
yeah. But and if it didn't have what's their name, I can't remember. Whatever, I'd give it a 6 because it had that stuff.
A little above average. Okay, Officer Dan.
Okay, you guys completely skipped over Trials of the Blood Dragon. I'm thinking I'm going to get it because it also came out today. I thought that looked great. There was a really funny moment with that when those two goofballs walked out. One of them touched a dude's head in the crowd as he was walking up to the stage. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but he touched the guy's
Yeah.
head and rubbed his head. He was so freaking mad that he did that, and the camera cut away immediately afterwards. So I just feel bad for the guy. And,
There,
like
there,
Ubisoft
there
is
were a
already
lot
pretty
of
much anyway.
yeah. I totally agree with the actual. There was some all the distortion in the microphone the right at the beginning, and some of the camera coordinators or the camera director did not know when to go to the camera 1 or 2 or 3, and you could actually see the other cameraman.
Yeah, that happens.
It was that bad.
That happens in live
Anyway.
production, but it happened a little too often.
Yeah.
Continuing
Yeah.
on,
This-
there was also the sequel to Grow Home, Grow Up. I have lots of people recommend on the internet to me Grow Home, and I plan on checking that game out, and I have a feeling it's going to be good. So I'll probably be checking.
It's
Grow
on
Up
PlayStation
at some
now.
point.
I remember I had shown it to you at one point, and I don't think you.
Huh? I don't
remembered
remember. I don't remember
It
watching
It was on that flash sale.
Oh, okay.
Good.
And then Eagle Flight VR. That looks.
I think
that
it's
looks
awesome.
great.
It looked
I
good.
think
It looked
it-
very
it-
disorienting
fun.
though.
Yeah, turning your head and stuff like that, I imagine would be nuts. But I mean, still, that's like a lot of players in a VR game, you know.
Yeah.
I was thrown off that they were shooting, but
Yeah.
whatever. And
they were shooting wind.
I'm trying to wrap this up, but seriously, Ubisoft had the worst beginning to a conference I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Look, my heart, like, it hurts. Like, everything that's happened in Orlando hurts, and it's bothering me a lot, and I hate it hurting. Seeing that pain reflected in other people that I love, my heart really goes out to those people. But that was I just found it really disrespectful the way Ubisoft did it. Aisha Tyler is standing next to nasty clowns and a man in a giraffe suit, calls out how awkward it is, and then brings that up, and then calls it out again how awkward it is, and then moves on.
Yeah.
That was the worst beginning, and you butchered a beloved Queen song, and I hated that. But we got Watch Dogs looking great, and like Star Trek VR, I liked it, and for crying out loud, like For Honor got a release date. Super excited for that.
And they're also gonna make a Watchdog movie.
Yeah, and they brought up the movie.
They're saying they're planning it.
I could actually see a movie about that. I think it'd be better than any of the games they've made so far.
Yeah. All right.
We don't know yet.
All right. So, Otaken,
I'll give it a 5 out of 10.
average. All right. Kotaru.
Here we go again.
This is everything.
Well, I think that to be on like with Officer Dan and Dad, that it's cool, but I'm like with Shinja in the part that they should refine it more, because it felt like it was like out of nowhere. Like they did it in the last moment, and it's disgusting in that way, because I hate that, especially when it's Star Trek, a very beloved franchise.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the Watch Dogs, I'm pumped for it, because I liked the first game in the mechanics before people say something. In mechanics and that stuff, the multiplayer had like a good idea, but it didn't kind of worked out because people were jerks in the game. So, and well, it was good, but still the game needed a lot of polish. I hope that the 2 has better polish, that game. Hoping that under the what I said about the division works out, what I'm thinking. I hope it's that. And the movie, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of other things, but my thing with Ubisoft, it's actually with everybody in this one. Everybody's in it. That beginning was disgusting, and
Indeed.
Yeah.
it kind of hurt people.
Like that beginning is shit, man.
Guys.
I know they're
Boys,
ecstatic.
Robotic Boys,
Robotic
the
Boys.
Shinja.
Don't worry. I'll say my final verdict after Kotaru already say its final verdict. Just say your final verdict, man.
Fuck you. That's not what I was to say. But my final verdict is actually 4.
4 out of damn. That's below average. All right, that seems fair for a crappy press conference. So continuing, my final verdict. Everything, most of it was horrible, except for the Division Expansion Pack, For Honor, a little bit of Watch Dogs. What else was it there?
Wildlands.
Well, yeah, the Wildlands and South Park, but overall the press conference was a piece of shit. So I'll give it a 3 out of freaking 10, because I totally
Jesus.
it was way too long, man. I cannot take if I'm a journalist, a game journalist, I just want to know straight from the point. I can't be 2 hours sitting down watching two guys talking about something. Too much. Too much is too much, man. You just had to go straight to the point. So,
Like Sony did, man.
like Sony did, and that's where we're going to right now. All right. Hold on, let me get the list. Sony.
God of War.
Hold on, the orchestra.
Dude, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Wasn't that cool?
Oh my god.
They blew everyone away
That's a
in
lot
like
of coordination,
stage
guys.
thing.
There was like live gameplay there,
Mm-hmm.
and an orchestra on top of that.
Yeah, at the same
great.
time.
Yes.
It's pretty
That's
amazing.
I felt like an Academy Award performance. Like it feels like the Oscars again, man. Like
Even IGN said that was the best conference of all time.
Yeah,
dude,
like,
it felt like, man, majestuoso.
majestic.
Yes.
They know how to put on a good performance and show for sure.
I want to point out that I saw Nintendo do it first, but it was still really great for Sony to do.
Here we go again.
Like waiting for the press conference tomorrow if they're going to appear tomorrow. So anyway,
I'm not counting against it. I loved it, guys.
all right. So let's go to God of War. Wow, I hands down dropped the mic. This was the best intro for a freaking gameplay of God of War. I was like, that is how you start a freaking press conference.
That was like God of War meets The Last of Us, man.
Yeah,
What-
basically.
One of the Twitch presenters was like, Dad of War.
Yeah, that's what I was
Really
gonna
good
say.
out of that. Oh, I didn't mean to take it from you.
No, that's totally
Dad
fine.
of War.
Yeah, he is a father now.
Well, I don't know if anybody felt it, but it felt like a Skyrim vibe in it.
Yeah,
The
dude.
way the
Kinda did, yes.
the way the world looks now, it felt like and Kratos just looks like a Dovahkiin. I just can't. It felt like that. Yeah, I was like, where's the helmet? And
Yeah, like,
and the dragons and
Well,
everything.
I thought he just looked like the dude from The Last of Us. The beard was basically the same beard.
beautiful, majestic
It was.
yes.
beard.
Yeah, the beard, man. It's just wow. I'm really speechless right now.
Who likes the new axe? I love that axe.
I like that axe.
I love how he throws it and then he comes back to him. It was beautiful. Beautiful axe.
Oh yeah.
Nothing up the electric bow.
The bow.
Yes.
It was electric, man.
The kids one.
Oh yeah.
The one that
I
he
feel
shot
something.
and was.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel something. The game gave me a vibe in that demo. It gave me the vibe that this God of War is gonna be the last Kratos God of War.
It felt that way.
I feel like he's gonna die in the beginning
I
of the
feel
game.
he's going to retire.
and the kid
The kid's gonna take over.
Yeah.
Man, I thought Kratos was like already killed everything on the face of the planet anyway. Like, I'm surprised there's still something with him that he can even do.
It's just
What I
training,
didn't
so-
like is that Kato, he appears, but he doesn't have the scar of the sword, because you know he stuck the sword of Zeus in the end of the tree. So I'm like, where's the scar of that?
Some people say IGN had a different controversy about it since from
Conspiracy.
the beginning.
thing,
Yeah,
so-
since from the beginning, they thought that Kratos already killed his family.
Yeah, so some
apparently.
people, I'm thinking it might actually
Some
be
people
a
said
pre-sequel
that,
or
like-
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people said that Kratos is actually the kid and the guy is his father.
I don't think
It
so.
could. No, it can't be.
The white
Okay.
skin and the scars and stuff. I don't know.
No, because the
If
fact,
you watch
it-
closely on the kid sort of have like the same kind of pattern on his shoulder that his father has.
I know, but it's like you can't say that he's Kratos because Ghost of Sparta. If you play Ghost of Sparta, you basically go and you see the past of him,
Yeah.
and his past is that he's a Spartan, and right now he's in Nords. So you can't just say that the kid is Kratos, because that would ruin the lore of Kratos.
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Anyway, let's move on from this because we've been talking
Alright.
about God of War for a bit.
Days Gone.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
totally.
I need a bit refresher. I think I know.
A
which-
real zombie game, man.
Oh yeah,
Oh
That was
yeah,
the-
yeah. I remember
That-
that.
They
now.
had gameplay at the very end.
that's a mob.
Um,
That's a mob.
dude, the whole
That's how
time,
zombie games should be.
the whole time I was like,
No,
the
I-
fuck is he doing shooting them? He should just run. Like, why are you
Yeah,
even
man.
stopping to shoot?
And his gun is very slow as hell. I'm like, how can he even kill all of
Dude.
them with that slow gun?
Dude. I was like Shinja. It's like, why are you shooting? Run, you idiot! Run! But the last moment when he's in the bridge and he's shooting, and
He's
they like
surrounded.
yeah, it's like who gives a fuck if you run? You're dead. It's like if they put that he goes out alive out of that, I will be like, fuck this shit. It's because that looks impossible. How could he got out of that alive? It's like
Yeah.
There's
So-
always a way.
Yes. So the other one they showed that and confirmed date is The Last Guardian.
Last Guardian
Yeah.
release date.
And
October
finally
25th.
Dad is really excited
October
about this.
25th. Freaking finally.
Oh yeah, it looks amazing. It still look how we watched it last year's E3. They showed us a little bit more about the Horizon Zero Dawn.
yay.
That game.
Did any of you get the vibe something like Monster Hunter?
Oh yeah, I loved it. It was like I
That's
just
why I loved it, man. All the dodging and the stuff you can do in battle, the battle combat,
It still has
scavenging.
it still
or
has
parts.
that Killzone vibe.
people didn't notice one thing. You have decisions in the game.
Ah yes, I'm like Kotaru's gonna like this game.
I was like, okay. I was digging it in the beginning because the first time they throw it, I was like, okay, I'm digging this. Dinosaurs are robots. I'm digging this. But now they just show me this, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it.
So the other one was Detroit.
Became human.
Oh my god, it's decisions again. What can I say? I love
Dude,
it.
the game is like you have so many ways. Like, wow, this is
Yeah.
this is a
You can
challenge.
even kill yourself. You can even save the girl by throwing the guy out. You can even convince him to let the girl out, but that will feel like dick because then
Yeah.
they kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
So I prefer to beat the jackass and just kick him out of the roof, which I will feel better in a way because I won't feel like I betrayed him.
Yes. All right.
Now the
Resident Evil
VR.
7.
Holy crap, that was a huge
VR, virtual
surprise.
reality, man.
I was surprised.
It's going back to a troop.
Yes, it's scary again.
It's definitely scary again.
back.
But I mean, it's freaking first person, you guys. Like that
Yeah.
there was no indication that it was going to be any kind of Resident Evil. I mean, it just seemed like first person VR horror game, and then boom, Biohazard
Resident
at
Evil.
the end.
Yeah, Biohazard,
Resident Evil
yeah.
7.
Yeah, I thought it was like another different game. This is another horror game from the VR. But then was like, oh, it's Biohazard.
They are smart because they put it first person, which now it's gonna be disgusting, scary.
It's vulnerable. You don't have a gun.
Yeah. it
Well,
didn't
you don't
show
know.
any gun.
Maybe later on you get a gun because Resident Evil is not a Resident Evil without a way to defend yourself.
Well, With-
If they don't give you a gun, they'll give you like a crowbar or something at some point.
Yeah, because Resident Evil, there's always a way to defend yourself. That's the point
Yeah.
of Resident Evil. You can defend yourself.
well, the first 3.
Not that it does you any
Has
good.
always
'cause
been-
the
it has
fighting mechanics
always-
has
yeah.
always been shit.
Yeah.
I'm on a little bit
Come
of a
on.
Resident Evil kick lately. I haven't played a lot of the games. I'm thinking I might, and whatever
We just
order
got
they
Resident
come to
Evil
me.
4.
But the thing is it's good
Right.
that they're going back to their horror roots, right? Because they went too far in just the action direction, and that's just fans grew up with just a horror genre behind it. But I don't know, guys. I'm not that super happy that it'd be stuck in first person.
Well,
I know.
well,
You gotta-
there could be something else like first person when you are using the VR, but when you're not, it's actually third person.
See, I would like to think that way as well.
It's like a
Because
Final
they
Fantasy.
didn't
Look-
exactly explain it, anyways.
Yeah.
No, but look, the fact that when they like throwing a lot of cutscenes, you see like in one part the guy's like picking up something, but he's in third person. So maybe what Otaken said is maybe right. You know that if you play it in VR, it's gonna be in first
Yeah,
person.
you know-
But if you don't play in VR,
Yeah, I want it to be that way because Resident Evil isn't about you. It's like it's partly the character's journey. You know,
Yeah.
it's Chris
Yeah.
Redfield, it's Leon. Like you're like rooting on working with them. You know.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So there is Star Wars VR.
Oh, and
Also,
You
the
wanted
Battle
space
VR
battles?
comes
There you got your space
October
battle.
13th.
That was actually really cool, but
Yes.
it annoys me that again it's
It's
just
just a mission.
DLC.
yeah.
No, but wait a second. Wait a second. Let me just say this straight. You wanted space battles? There you got your fucking space battle. Happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy actually.
Yeah. Batman and Arkham VR. Everything is VR.
I didn't like that.
Me neither. It's just like a teaser and that's it. And this.
What was Farpoint VR? I don't remember.
Farpoint is looking pretty good to me personally. I mean, there wasn't much said, but I'm under the impression that it's one of the deepest VR experiences that I've seen. That's like closer to a full-sized game because VR is still kind of new. There's a lot of just basically glorified tech demos like everywhere, and Farpoint to me just seems like it's more of like a traditionally sized game with a lot of different content. It's the first person shooter
Yep.
that takes place in space somewhere, but that's another thing is it had great visuals for what it was, and it looked like it worked, you know, had really satisfying gunplay in what little that we saw. So I'm actually pretty cautiously optimistic for Farpoint.
You know what else has first-person shooter action in space? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Yay!
You know, I was actually surprised. I didn't even thought that was Call of Duty. I thought it was
yeah,
a
me
new
neither.
game.
I don't think anybody thought. it
Well,
was
at
cool.
that point, I was like, why are we even calling this Call of Duty?
Cyberpunky, remember? It's
Yeah.
like, the trailer started, and it's like that, and I'm like, oh, it's like a little bit like I'm pretty sure like 4 seconds of the video, and I already sent this message to Zyberpunky. I feel this is Call of Duty, and he's like, yep.
Yeah. They were straightforward. I just knew because it's how they move, it's the graphics, and also the acting. So
Yeah.
predictable. It's so predictable
But,
these days.
I
Grappling
don't
hook is
know.
awesome, though.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
it's like that system that people were like mad about it because people were like, "Oh, this game is not going to be boots in the ground." But I don't know, but that looks boots to the ground to me. You just use the grappling hook and you stay stuck in the floor. So I don't know. Maybe the beginning of the people are just mad in a way because they're making people buy the game to get the remaster, which
Yeah.
is disgusting.
I would actually buy this game for the campaign, not for the multiplayer.
Yeah,
It's
me
just for
too.
Modern Warfare.
I don't know, but I just wanna. They said that the spaceship, the airplane, you can control it. I'm hoping that's right, because for all I saw, that it looked like cutscenes to me. You know that.
Yeah, it did. Kind of did.
So
Well, let's just wait and see.
In the realm of first person shooting in VR, like, what is up with having that VR experience in Final Fantasy 15?
Stupid man.
Dude, like
right.
they
It's
didn't
an
show
RPG.
a lot of it, but like it looks so derpy.
It looks slow.
derpy.
It looks clunky. It looks pointless.
I think they literally just added that at the end.
It's just novelty.
If they improve it, it'll be cool. Because like the game in general looks great, but the VR part, like
But you're not actually using the primary character. You're using another character.
yeah.
Yeah, you're using what's his name? I forgot his name.
It's something crazy.
No, it's
Because in DOTS,
Basically, you play the game in VR in the eyes of the other character.
No, that's basic. If you look at it very closely, that's not the game. That's actually Dust Sky.
Oh well.
Demo.
I can't remember what his name was. It was something.
Yeah, but
funny.
Tune. I don't even know.
But okay, come on, people. The trailer they put it in PlayStation. It was like more specific, showing about combat than what the other one showed.
Yeah,
Like
true.
So I don't know what you guys think about that.
Eh.
So, do you guys care anything about Lego Star Wars
Lego Star Wars, yes, and Crash.
and Crash?
I was
Crash.
a little bit disappointed because I thought they were gonna announce a new
I was
Crash
hoping
game,
for a new game.
but I'm happy with the HD remakes.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just hope he doesn't look like he did in Skylanders.
And
No, he looked ugly in Skylanders.
I thought his head was
Yeah.
so huge.
And his teeth.
what about Spider-Man PS4?
That
Oh,
was the bomb.
Holy
Yeah.
cow, you guys!
look, but we
it's a
gotta
match made
put
in
one
heaven.
thing. You gotta put one thing in your mind. It's Insomnia games,
See,
which they're
yes,
good.
yes, they're a perfect match for Spider-Man.
Totally,
Yes.
totally.
They're
I love
good
his
doing their
suit.
games. And if people in the when they're watching this don't know which company I'm talking about, okay, look in your search. Look for Sunset Overdrive, and then you'll understand why I say it's gonna be an awesome game. Because if you played that game, you'll understand why I mean.
All right. So
we leave the best for last now.
so last but not least, Hideo Kojima with this awesome.
Death Stranding, man.
I don't know this. I don't know the plot. Nothing. Death
I
thought it was dead.
I thought it was PT or
I
Silent
thought it
Hill.
was PT too because it kind of felt scary at first.
I thought it was PT because of the baby.
Me too.
And,
I thought it was because of
obviously the
Daryl.
character.
Yeah,
And Norman Reedus in it.
Norman Reedus.
Guys,
That's his name.
I don't know, but now I'm starting to think that Hideo Kojima just loves that actor so much that he's like, I want to have it in each one of my games.
And he has to
He's
be
a good
naked.
actor. I mean, Norman
Yeah.
Reedus is a good actor. It doesn't mean that in The Walking Dead he's not winning money, but Norman Reedus is a good actor.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Yeah,
appeared in the Boondock Saints, both of them, and I love Boondock Saints. And yeah, he does a great performance. So
Oh,
It
he's
kind of
good.
fits perfect for that.
yes,
Yeah, that's
that's the game they're doing, but that game is going to be an action pack. It's not going to be like, I don't know.
We don't know anything.
we don't know anything about it, man.
Well, he hinted a long time ago in his Twitter. He hinted that it was going to be an action pack game. The new one.
but I feel like it's gonna be more like Silent Hill because, like, after an intro like that, you think it's gonna be very psychological horror sort of thing.
Should I give you the example of almost all the Metal Gears?
Right, whatever.
It's psychologically mind
And
fucking.
plus, you had the four creatures or things floating in the sky.
Oh yeah.
He just lost people floating in the sky. Because look, Metal Gear. There's a mantis all the time. Mantis all the time.
all of them are just mantis.
There's a mantis always. Don't just go give a shit. I'm pretty sure those guys are mantis.
All right, so Hideo Kojima finally he's back being happy, and that's a good
And that
sign.
intro
Loved
when
it.
he was coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I love that man.
I don't know,
He had such a
people.
great entrance.
I just love the fact that Hideo Kojima loves so much his fans
Hmm.
that he took his time to talk in English.
Oh yeah, because he doesn't
He
know a
took
shit.
his time.
He doesn't
No, he
know
doesn't know,
English.
and he took his time to talk in English. And you know how much he loves his fan base because he took his time to say words in English. And he just like I just love the part when he just tell so I'm back. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
that was awesome. They
Yeah, that
say
was
that.
awesome. That was like take that, Konami.
And have you when the trailer started about Death Stranding? Did you hear the guys screaming like, "It looks so real"?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, putting
Yeah,
it back
right in the
something. Putting it
background.
back something. During the conference, Shinja,
Yeah.
you, did you record the Sony one?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it turns out that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of
We're
work.
doing
Damn
a
it.
lot of extra recording, you know.
And then the editing
Yeah.
takes
Damn it.
forever. It's not gonna
Yes.
happen.
I know.
Yeah, Shinja, you had
I
such a
know.
valiant
Damn it.
effort for that first bit, and I really commend you.
I
so
loved it.
I understand, Shinja. Good, good on you, man.
I stayed up
pat
until
you on
4 in the
back.
morning to get that thing
You worked
done.
really hard, and
I was-
I appreciate that, and I understand, dude. So just know that
Totally.
it's cool, dude.
No, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
Just
it.
Thank
You
you for
understand.
that.
Thank you.
I was about to tell you to put this part, but
It was very
since you don't have it,
commendable.
then don't worry about it.
All
Uh,
right.
Alright.
There was this part during the press conference that they're like, "We love our community, and and we're thankful to you." And there's this guy that goes like, "Hey, thank you,"
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw-
Yeah. Yeah.
and he's like, "Thank you." Like, that was
Yes.
fun.
he wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Final verdict.
10 out of 10. 100.
Kotaru.
Mind blown because
Okay.
I didn't expect anything.
All right, Shinja.
I was astonished the whole time. I would have liked to seen more like longer trailers like for certain games, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Awesome. Officer Dan.
I expect E3 to have surprises, and while there were small things scattered throughout, Sony really provided those surprises. I got my Last Guardian release date. Me and many other legions of people have been waiting for that. It was good to see that happen. PlayStation VR, price point, and release date. Kojima, I totally thought that game was dead. It's awesome to see it's alive. It's really good. And Spider-Man, holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cannot wait to see more from Spider-Man. I have a feeling we're going to be waiting a while because it's only a hashtag. I don't like the sign of that. But Spider-Man 2, man, that was an amazing game. And I really want to put hope and trust that these people deliver an experience like that. And Days Gone, I really want to see new IPs and being surprised by new IPs that look awesome. When I look at E3, and Days Gone was, totally fits the bill for that.
Nice.
Putting it back something about that game, Days Gone. I don't know if you guys like the fact that there's bounty hunters in the middle of a zombie world.
Yeah.
Well, I love bounty hunting, so.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of makes sense, I guess. If it's like a whatchamacallit, like a organized sort of or controlled post-apocalypse.
Some people want to argue when you watch a show like The Walking Dead that the zombies aren't the real threat, it's the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's driving them to do that.
Because that's basically what it's turned its attention to now.
Yeah. It's the people.
But
not the
in Days
zombies.
Gone, it just changed it. It's the zombies are the problem.
They're everywhere. Well, all right. My final verdict. Despite there was no new Crash release, but they're going to make cool remakes of it. There's a lot of VR I'm happy for that. They're moving on. They're moving forward. They didn't, push to the Neo too much because they did not want to make fans to buy everything at the same time. So that's way too smart for Sony. Um, I know there were no Shenmue in this one, but I know in the
Yeah.
other press conference in Japan, I know they're going to give it a moment. So I'll be waiting for that. I think it's in November or on October, that press conference in Japan. Um, yeah, overall, the orchestra blew me away. Just blew me away. It's so damn hard. I just love orchestra. You guys know, and I give this a 10 out of 10. So it's just fantastic performance. So, so this is it, guys. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This has been Zyberpunky.
Kotaru.
And I'm Otaken.
I'm Shinja.
And I'm Officer Dan, and me and Shinja
Hello.
have a gameplay channel on YouTube where we upload different game series. We upload multiple times a week, and we also stream every Friday. It's a rip snorting good time, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's fantastic. I have tons of fun just talking to people, talking to you, talking to myself in the corner. Sometimes.
Myself, you self, every self,
Talk about
and
woman.
come
You
by,
shut
say
up.
hi.
Yeah, come by Friday night sometime. Make sure to subscribe to Zyber Station and like and comment this video.
All right. See you guys later.
See you later.
Go pick up.